What's up guys? GalTheCan23 back with this week's Blu-ray update. Yes, I promised I would be back and I am, so here we are. And yeah, no DVDs in this update, all Blu-rays. Got not too many things, but got a mixture of things. Got new releases, got old releases, we've got higher price titles, we've got budget titles. We've also got one or two titles that that don't have any kind of release in the UK, let alone a Blu-ray release, and one or two that have Blu-ray release in the US but not the UK. So yeah, let's get straight on with it. So the first item in this update I picked up on Monday from HMV is a new release from well, last Monday, this Monday, is the Box Trolls in 3D. Picked up from HMV for $12.99. I believe it's the same price everywhere. Which includes which includes the 3D film and the 2D film on the same disc, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't know anyone who's ever bought Dread on Blu-ray can attest, or at least in the UK, can attest to the fact that having the 3D and the 2D film on the same disc does not always work, but hopefully it does on this. I haven't watched this on Blu-ray yet, but I did see it at the cinema. I did like it. I didn't love it. It's not Leica's best film, I'll say that. I still think that title belongs to Paranorman. I just absolutely love that film. It's like in my top 5 animated films of all time. Absolutely love that film. No, you could say this is one of their films I like the least. Yeah, yeah, I do like it. Like I said, it didn't really blow me away. The animation is fantastic. The story was a little bit loose, I thought, which was kind of one of the main letdowns of the film. Even though it is kind of like a big budget production, it does seem like a very small film. It's kind of I won't say claustrophobic, but kind of you can tell that it's not, that it's kind of, I don't know, the sets look like, which they probably were kind of attached to each other with like a really, I don't know, it just felt like it could have been bigger than it. No, it should have been bigger than it could have been. No, wait. Yeah, it should have been big. No, it could have been bigger than it should have been. Sorry. Which yeah, I do like it. I like the fact that that the little the actual box trolls kind of don't have like proper voices, which I quite liked. But the voices you do have, you got I believe Ben Kingsley, you got Cody Smith McPhee, and no, you don't. Sorry, you have Isaac Hempstead Wright from Game of Thrones, and also Elle Fanning as well. And a couple of other voices in there as well. But I do like the fact that the box trolls don't talk. It's kind of like the Minions in Despicable Me, which to be fair I haven't actually seen, so I don't know if it is similar. But yeah, you have a very cool lenticular slipcover. Still got the price sticker on there, but who cares? I'll take that off eventually. Like I say, we've got a 3D and 2D as well. And then we have the back. You can see that we have a few special features. We've got some preliminary animation or animatic sequences. Got Dare to Be Square, the making of the Box Trolls. Then we got a few featurettes, and also got a commentary from the 2 directors. Then we've got kind of the synopsis there. If you can read it, you can pause it. I'm pretty sure it's on the internet somewhere. And then PG contains mild violence and threat. And then we have inside we have the digital copy and also the one disc, which is something that confused quite a few people, because I mean, including myself, kind of assumed that that it would come on 2 discs, one 3D and one 2D, which it didn't, unfortunately. But there you go. I haven't actually checked it out on Blu-ray, like I said, so I don't know how good the picture quality is. But I know the review of the US Blu-ray was very, very good, so I'm hoping this is much of the same. Which I think it will be. I mean, you don't usually have kind of like 2 different transfers that are 2 different. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. I might watch this tonight actually after doing this update actually. So yeah, that is the Box Trolls. So the next film is a film that only got a DVD release in the UK, but this is the Blu-ray release thereof. It stars John Hamm, based on a true story. It is $1 Million Arm from Disney. One of the obviously live-action Disney films. Basically tells a story of I can't remember his name, JB Bernstein, played by John Hamm, who basically is I don't know exactly what his exact job is, but he's kind of a talent scout slash kind of employee. I don't know, kind of weird, but a basic employee for a baseball team. He's a bit down on his luck. He's just lost a kind of a lucrative business deal. His kind of his star player has gone off to another team. And basically, he's kind of down on his luck, and one day he watches the TV, and basically makes the connection, not quite sure how, of going to India and bringing back some cricketers who can become basically kind of makes the connection that a good cricketer can become a good baseball player. So he goes to India, sets up this whole kind of this talent competition to basically find someone who's like a really fast bowler, like the fastest bowlers, kind of brings them from India to America, and kind of tries to kind of like ingratiate them in some kind of team to basically make money, really. But yeah, I love it's kind of based on a true story, and you also got this kind of this side plot with Lake Bell, who plays John Hamm's kind of a lodger, and then they kind of like fall in love. Which, to be honest, I mean, she was good in it, but to be honest, they could have cut out that character, could have completely cut out that character, and it wouldn't have made the film any worse. Not that it did make the film worse, but she was not needed at all. That side plot was not needed at all. I mean, before credits, it is just under 2 hours, so it's a long enough film as it is. Could have cut out or at least some of the scenes with her in it, and it wouldn't have made any difference whatsoever, and it would have made the film shorter as well. And yeah, got some special features on the back as well. We got I don't know if some or any of these special features we got in the UK either. We've got Training Camp, which is kind of a featurette which follows Suraj Sharma, who plays one of the kind of cricketers in this, and who played the lead in Life of Pi. And basically it's him and the other actor kind of showing them kind of how they did the training, because they did actually have to become like really fast bowlers. I don't know what bowlers, what they call them, throwers or pitchers, whatever. And they had to kind of actually learn, and that the featurette kind of explains how they did that. And then we've got their story, which is kind of basically kind of a featurette on the true life side to it. You got the real JB Bernstein in a little featurette, kind of explaining how it all came about. Then we've got a featurette on the music as well, and you've also got an alternate ending, which I can see why they took out in the end, and also some deleted scene and outtakes as well. So yeah, so a good all-around package, and yeah, got it's a regular thing, and they got that stupid bloody gate thing, whatever that is. Then also it contains a digital copy which I can't actually use, so I might be pop that on Facebook or something. Region free as well, so if you do want to import it, you kind of feel free to do so. Got this on, someone was selling this on AV forums. I paid £11 for it, which to be honest is probably the most I would pay for something like this. Now I'm going to give it a little, not really a secret, little thing now. Basically, because I have so many Blu-rays and so many ones I still haven't watched, from now on I'm going to be asking myself 3 questions. Question 1 is, did I enjoy the film? Question 2 is this the best edition I could get? And this kind of that question more kind of applies to kind of DVD releases. I mean, could I get this on Blu-ray? And question 3 is, will I watch it again? And if I say no to any of those questions, I'm going to sell it. But this one, I would definitely watch again. It's kind of a really uplifting story, or some great acting, some really funny bits as well in this. It kind of most of the comedy kind of stems from kind of the culture clash, because they're these kind of kids who are from India don't know kind of what America is like, and then they have pizza for the first time. It's just really kind of that kind of fish out of water kind of scenarios are the kind of funniest bits in the film. It's cliched beyond belief in some parts as well. I mean, of course, there's this scene where one of them gets injured, and then he blames Lake Bell's character, then she gets annoyed with him, and later on he apologises, and then they get drunk one night and he gets annoyed with them. Then after a while he kind of sees the error of his ways and stuff like that. So it does have its fair share of cliches, but I really did enjoy it, and it's one I'd definitely watch again. And yeah, it's one of the better live action Disney films. So yeah, that's $1 Million Arm. And the next title in this update is a film that I don't know if this got a release in the UK whatsoever, and if it did, it was extremely very limited. I mean, it doesn't even have a certification on bbfc.co.uk, but for some odd reason these special features do. So whether this will get released in the UK, I have no idea. But I picked this up for, again, it's a import from the US, and it is the directorial debut and from Jason Bateman, who also stars in Bad Words. And this basically tells a story of Guy Trilby, played by Jason Bateman, who for some reason wants to hijack a national spelling bee. Basically, you don't quite know why he's doing what he is doing, but kind of towards the end of the film you kind of find out why he's doing what he is doing. He's not exactly a very good, very easy character to like. He's very foul-mouthed, he's not very nice to other people, and he made kind of this sweet kind of like father-son relationship with this little Indian kid who's kind of like a really smart kid, and they kind of have this this friendship. He kind of takes the little kid under his wing. They do kind of like all this crazy shit, and basically, and then kind of near the end, it kind of pits them against each other. But it's kind of strip away the kind of the veneer of kind of unlikability. It's quite a sweet movie, kind of at its core, really, and I did quite like it. Again, the question, I don't know if I'd watch it again, to be quite honest. I did kind of find the character quite hard to like, but I just went with the flow, and in the end, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's not like a film that I kind of implore everybody to see. You know, it's not a film that you need to really seek out. I think maybe if it comes to Netflix, kind of a year or so down the line, kind of watch it, make your own mind up. Yeah, I liked it, but nothing that kind of blew me away. You also got some special features on here. We've got deleted and extended scenes, the minds and mouths behind Bad Words, which is kind of a 10-minute featurette. We've also got a commentary by director and star Jason Bateman. Got a really nice slipcover here with a very heavily embossed title on the front and also on the side. I'm going to take the slipcover off, and then we have the it is a DVD and Blu-ray. Only paid £8 for this as well, which to be honest is probably the most I'd ever pay for a film like this. But yeah, like I said, I did like it, but I wouldn't. It's not a film that everyone's going to like, and I just feel that if I kind of recommend it, people are going to get annoyed at me because they didn't like it. So, but it is quite a hard film to kind of recommend. And also, I also forgot you got Catherine Hahn, who plays this this journalist who's kind of following Jason Bateman's character around, trying to kind of get a piece in the paper about him. And she kind of follows him around, tries to get answers to the questions she asks, which she doesn't get very easily. And there's this weird kind of sexual relationship between them two, which, to be fair, went a little bit too far, I thought. But apart from that, I enjoyed it a little bit. It's not, again, a film I'd watch like I'd hurry to watch again, but it was a decent one. So that's Bad Words. So the next title is a film that got quite a limited release in the UK about a month ago, I believe, but it came out about maybe 2 or 3 months ago in the US, and it is the final role from the late great James Gandolfini. Also stars Tom Hardy and Noomi Rapace, and it is The Drop. Basically tells the story of, now see if we get the guy's name right, Bob Saganowski, played by Tom Hardy, who is the bartender of a bar owned by Cousin Marv, played by James Gandolfini. And basically the title The Drop refers to, basically, they do this thing where one bar acts as what they call a drop bar, where all the kind of the criminals and the loan sharks bring all their money to keep in a safe place, and then they can kind of come back to it later on. Which, when I think about it, is not the smartest thing to do. I mean, if you keep all the money in one place, if that place gets robbed, all the money gets taken. But if you put it in kind of different ones, if one place gets robbed, only one bit of money gets taken. It doesn't. I mean, who thought of that in the first place? I'm not quite sure what the reasoning behind it was. But apart from that, it's a very good film nonetheless. Some fantastic performances. Obviously, being a living, breathing human being, I am a massive fan of James Gandolfini, and also Tom Hardy as well. Yeah, I do like him as an actor. It's just kind of like Benedict Cumberbatch. I'm not quite sure why kind of everyone in the world absolutely loves him. I do like him though. He's especially good in this. The one thing that kind of didn't put me off, but at some points it was quite hard to kind of to hear what people were saying. I think it's because of the very thick. I think it's New Jersey or Boston. I believe. But some of the accents are quite thick. I mean, sometimes I laugh at people kind of when they watch things like Sexy Beast or Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, and people kind of in different countries kind of put subtitles on because they can't hear stuff, which I sometimes laugh at. But with this, I actually had to put subtitles on at some points because I just couldn't tell what they were saying. But I suppose that kind of kind of lends to the realism of it. They're very good accents, which is always good to see. And yeah, I enjoyed it. It is definitely a film I'd watch again. Got a few special features on here as well. Got a commentary by the director and also the writer Dennis Lehane, who you may know wrote Shutter Island and Mystic River. And then we've got deleted scenes, got Making of the Drop, we've got Making Brooklyn Your Own, got Keeping It Real, got character profile James Gandolfini, and you have Rocco the Dog, which I believe is kind of like a few kind of different featurettes. Comes with a slipcover, which to be honest isn't anything too special, to be honest. And then the disc in a shitty eco case, which I hate to see, but I will. One which I will be replacing forthwith. Don't know if width is it, forthwith. So yeah, £16 I paid for this, which to be honest is probably the most I would pay for a release like this. I believe it's coming out in May of this. I think at the end of May or the end of April, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it's a very good film which I definitely would watch again. Some great performances, really a decent story which again was easy to follow, because sometimes it can go that way where it's like really convoluted and really kind of complicated and stuff like that. But this one was very, very simple, a good story, great acting, fantastic cinematography. It looked really, really good, and that's all I really want from a film like this. So yeah, there we have The Drop. So the next title, and the first title of the kind of my low budget pickups, is a Blu-ray that I picked up during one of Xavi's Mega Mondays, and I watched the other day, and it is Birth of the Living Dead. This is a Xavi exclusive, available on DVD everywhere, but only on available on Blu-ray only at Xavi.com. You can still pick it up, I believe, for a pretty decent price, which is basically a documentary on the making of the zombie movie classic, Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Obviously directed by George A. Romero. It's very, very good, but very, very short. It is only 73 minutes, but sometimes that is a good thing. You know, it doesn't kind of have kind of extraneous stuff that isn't really needed. It's very concise. It moves at a brisk pace, which is kind of ironic because zombies move at a very slow pace. But yeah, it kind of focuses quite heavily on kind of the political background at which the film came out. I believe it was released on the weekend that Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, I believe, where he was some kind of politician, I believe. Excuse me. But yeah, got a really cool cover art though. I really do like that front cover art. It's all hand drawn and everything. Then we got the back as well. The only other thing is the only bonus feature is a trailer, which in this day and age surely it can't be referred to as a special feature anymore. I believe kind of most Blu-rays have trailers on there now. But yeah, I just wish there was a little bit more. I wish maybe some kind of deleted scenes that obviously didn't make it into the final film. But I did enjoy it. Obviously, if you're a fan of zombie films in general, it's basically a must-watch. But you probably watched it already by now. But I did like it, but I just wish it was a little bit more. So that's The Birth of the Living Dead. So the next title is yet another Blu-ray I picked up during Xavi's Mega Monday. It is the 8/8 film release of the 1980s sci-fi film Trancers, which basically tells a story of a character named Jack Death, spelled D-E-T-H, not D-A-T-H, who basically has this backstory where a guy killed his wife. And basically he is on the hunt for trying to find this guy and to kill him. And basically he is recruited by kind of the head authority of this city, which is based in, I think, like 2227 or something, I think. And basically kind of Los Angeles as being completely submerged in water, and kind of like they've made this this new place. And like I say, he's recruited by kind of basically like the head honcho to go back in time to basically this guy named, I don't know if it says on the back, but basically the guy who killed his wife has gone back in time to basically kill the ancestors of kind of the people who recruited him. So basically they send him back to, I believe it's 1985, I think, to basically try and protect the ancestors of these people, and also kill the kind of the villain who is basically has this power that he kind of has control over different people, who he basically makes Trancers who kind of go out trying to kill people, and it's kind of him trying to kind of kill this guy. It's strange, this film. I don't quite know if I liked it. It's extremely cheesy, but you would kind of expect that from kind of a low budget sci-fi film from the mid-80s. Also, it stars a very young and very nice Helen Hunt, but also who is a very good actress as well. She often doesn't get kind of the credit she deserves for being like a really good actress, which she really is. Obviously, this is one of her. I don't know if it was her first first role, but it is one of her first roles, and kind of he starts falling for her, and basically he kind of is transported into the body of her boyfriend, who basically his ancestor from 1985, and it's kind of they kind of fall in love, and like I say, it's very low budget, but the effects are good for the time. I mean, I was thinking that it was quite, you know, shit, but I don't think it is. I think it's just kind of the year it was set, the fact that it's very low budget, the effects aren't fantastic, they are serviceable but they're not great. But yeah, the Blu-ray quality is pretty good. It's nothing kind of standout, I didn't think, but it matches the print from the US Blu-ray, which is basically this is the version of their Blu-ray. It contains all the special features that that one did, plus kind of plus 88 films, kind of like trailer reels and stuff. So yeah, it is quite a strange film, but it's a film that like I say, I'm not quite sure if I did like it, but I think I did. But I need to kind of watch it again, I think, which I will do eventually. So yeah, that's Trancers. So on the last two titles I'll show at the same time because they are kind of related. It's the films I did an unboxing of at the beginning of the week, and it is the Toxic Avenger 3 and 4. Yeah, 3 and 4. Toxic Avenger Part 3, The Last Temptation of Toxie, and Citizen Toxie, the Toxic Avenger Part 4. So yeah, I haven't actually watched this on Blu-ray yet. I don't know if I will, because I know it is the beginning of it is very heavily cut, which is disappointing because all the rest of them are completely uncut. And I think even the sequel is kind of is longer than the US cut as well, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, how much this one? Apparently it's definitely the worst of the kind of the franchise. But I don't know, I haven't actually watched it yet. I might have seen like clips of it, but I've never seen kind of the whole thing. And then Toxic Avenger Part 4, which I did watch last night. Now, Troma films are very hard to A, categorise, and B, kind of recommend, because if you don't know kind of what a Troma film is like and you go into it blind, you're not going to like it. You need to know what you're getting yourself in for. It's extremely low budget, very highly ultra violent, ultra bloody, ultra shit effects, to be perfectly honest. Not the greatest story, sometimes majorly offensive, racist, sexist, and just quite morally repugnant, but all the better for it, really. You know, it's not a film to be taken seriously whatsoever. Just let yourself go. Like I say, if you don't know what you're getting yourself in for, I wouldn't recommend it at all. I think probably the best Troma film to watch for your first time is probably Toxic Avenger Part 1, because it's just the right amount of crazy, but it's not kind of overly crazy, really. This one goes, like I say, a little bit too far, but I still like it for what it is. I mean, the plot is more or less non-existent. Basically, there's this. Well, actually, no, it isn't non-existent. Basically, there's a place called Tromaville, which is kind of where all the Troma films are shot, are set even, and Amortville, which is basically kind of like the evil kind of evil side to it. And basically, the kind of villain blows up this school for special needs kids, and basically, when the explosion happened, it kind of ripped a tear in the space-time continuum where Toxie gets transferred to Immortalville, and the Noxious, not Noxious Avenger, it's Noxious something, kind of gets transported into Tromaville, and basically kind of no one can tell the difference, and Noxie kind of makes it, kind of becomes like the crime boss, and then kind of the Toxic Avenger needs to kind of find out how to get back to Tromaville to kind of stop him, and like I say, it's very it's interesting, you know. It's honestly, it really is hard to categorise. It's batshit crazy. It is what it is, and yeah, it's got quite a few special features on this one. We got the HD. This is the uncut version, by the way. You got director's commentary with Lloyd Kaufman, writer's commentary with Trent Hager, editor's commentary with Gabe Freeman and Sean McGrath. Got outtakes, Apocalypse Soon, which is the feature-length documentary, and when they say feature-length, they mean feature-length. It is just under 2 hours and 20 minutes making of. A very interesting watch though. Deleted scenes available with optional commentary. Got a reversible sleeve, cast and crew interviews, pre-production featurettes, on-location featurettes, release featurettes, toxic trailer reel, and 8/8 trailer reel. So got a lot of special features. Both of these are available in HMV, priced $8.99 each, which is kind of weird because I mentioned this on my unboxing video. Basically, they didn't do any HMV exclusives for 3 and 4 because they found out that for the price that HMV was selling at, they were only making like £1 profit after kind of like printing the kind of the posters and the stuff and the slipcover, which is kind of interesting because we're paying more for less. Because the first two are only $7.99, these are $8.99, but with these you don't get any kind of like slipcover or anything, which is kind of annoying. If they would have kept it at the same price, I wouldn't be that annoyed. But with it being like it is, it kind of annoyed me really. But I don't know. It's just like I just say, it is what it is. I can't really explain it that much more without you watching, or rather experiencing it for yourself, because it's not something you just kind of watch. You experience it. Ah, there we go. So yeah, those are the last two. Yep, that's it for this week's update. So I do apologise that I believe this is going to be quite a long video. Sometimes I do tend to ramble sometimes. But yeah, future videos coming this week. I will be having an unboxing for Gone Girl, the kind of Digipack edition. And also hopefully maybe tomorrow, definitely by Wednesday, I would have thought I would have an unboxing of the Italian Steelbook of the Maze Runner, and any other kind of films I buy during this week as well. I don't think there's going to be too much stuff next week, but so hopefully it will be a bit of a shorter video. But yeah, that'll do for this one. So thanks as always for watching. Obviously there'll be another one of these next week, and yeah, that'll do. So thanks for watching and have a great day.